one where you have to like survive for a time limit or something?
Not at all. You run around collecting stuff. You can hold a certain amount. It makes the number under the bag go up. When it starts flashing, you can't carry anymore, and you have to go deposit some of it.
Do you win ever? How do you win?
You have to collect the amount that's shown under the safe and deposit that much. Then you can go into the basement for the final part of the stage in a boss fight.
Weird.
Oh crap!
This is weird.
It's made off. Yeah, it is.
Why is it green?
Because it would be black and white, but this is mimicking the Game Boy Advance's automatic coloring abilities. Darn it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like an item collection game or something.
Pretty much. You just have to press up all over the place because there are items hidden everywhere.
What in the hell did you just...
You'll find a pizza.
That's where I always keep my pizza. I don't know about you guys.
It's nice and moist.
Yeah. This is retarded. Already, this is kind of cool.
I love this game. This is the coolest game we've ever seen.
You believe I actually own this?
Must have been downloadable recipe. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you should put it in the toilet so it is moist. So it doesn't taste like cardboard, from what I understand. Oh my god. Yeah, we're recording now. I'm got everything. We're all good.
Nice.
Awesome.
But it keeps popping up the ads here at the bottom of the screen.
That's okay. Can't help that.
Yeah. Trying to keep that to a minimum. So I'll just keep my little pointer here nearby. Galuf unencumbered. For a second there, Hyper, I thought you said Galuf cucumbered. Which would have made no sense at all.
It would have been a very hyper thing to say.
Yes. So Galuf got to be
You really have to press up.
Is that how you jump? You press up?
There's a jump button.
Okay. Yeah, Galuf
That must
actually...
be Joe Pesci right there, right?
You kidding? Looks like Coach Buzzcut from Beavis and Butthead. Hell, that was what?
Dropping your loot in the basement.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Hello again,
It's like
Frieza.
right there. How was I supposed to avoid that?
What is that?
No.
Ouch, right into his crotch. Are we still talking about moldy pizza?
There's more pizza.
Mm.
Hey, I got a one up.
Yes. Galuf actually got to be a black mage in my 4th attempt to redo Final Fantasy.
I was gonna ask about that. Like how many times it has been throughout the different versions.
Well, I did the first version. That was the one I did with Jason, me tag team and changing parties. But I tried it a number of times. Just couldn't get into it. It's been at least 3 or 4 times. That's including
I like
this
the
one.
Origins one you're doing now, though. A lot.
Yeah. My favorite kind of pizza, the kind that's edible. I'm not real picky when it comes to any kind of food.
Did somebody ask that in the chat?
Hyper did.
Oh, I see. Mine didn't scroll down.
Yeah.
I hate when the chat does that.
Yeah, Galuf is especially looking forward to me doing Final Fantasy II, which I imagine I'll be starting tomorrow.
Nice.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Ask Galuf, he'll tell you.
Oh, the NES 2.
The Origins 2 isn't much better. It really isn't.
Yeah. That was the one I played.
Yeah, it's tough. Really tough. So is Final Fantasy 3, really.
I wouldn't know because I played the DS version of that.
Who's the guy in the hat?
He's the pizza guy, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Little Nero's. That's right, yeah. So where's the Angels with Filthy Souls video that you get to play?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why the pizza is here to rob me, though, the pizza guy.
I don't know. So when you get all the items for the safe, then what do you do?
A key appears here so you can open this door, and then you get locked in.
Which is dumb.
Oh no!
Well,
And you go to the basement area.
Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy II, I'm basically going to get the living crap beaten out of me on a regular basis throughout the entire game.
Is it hard?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's the one in the main series that does not rely on experience points to level up. It uses more like a real world system. That is to say, your skills you gain skills as you use them. You get more adept at stuff.
Thad wants to know what the floaty things are.
Spiders.
Really?
Ow.
Nope, look like
Yeah.
spiders.
Ow. Ow. That sucked.
It's like Castlevania, right? Someone snorting some bong? No, I think somebody was just moving around their mic.
That oh no just threw me off a little bit.
Kind of look like Slightly Amish.
Yeah, I'm totally Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
It's my actor lookalike.
Awesome. I would have thought it would have been like River Phoenix.
Here's the giant spider.
The
Hit it with a brick.
The tarantula from Buzz's room.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's awesome.
And maybe the other things were tarantulas, not spiders.
Yeah, as far as Final Fantasy II goes, I'll be able to describe it in better detail when I'm actually there playing it, so yeah, we'll get to that. But it's
Hello, Mr. Anstica.
It's a pain. How many times do you have to hit that freaking spider with a brick in order to... It's a spider! And it's a brick!
Yeah, you'd think one would do it, really.
Yeah!
See ya, Hyper. Yes, the lead.
So you're basically getting all of your...
See ya.
Yes! So basically you're getting all of your family's valuables, pizza and whatever the hell, and then putting it in the safe so the bad guys can't steal it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
And now we're saving toys.
Gotta save my toys. Yeah, like they're gonna want some of that stuff. Like a baseball and a race car, and of course you can bounce on the
Baseball's
bed.
actually a weapon.
Yeah. I don't remember the McAllister's house being quite this big.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I like the larger than life size Nutcracker dolls.
Yeah. Maybe one of them Shaquille O'Neal.
Bucket.
How many levels are there in this game?
Like
4.
Yeah, sounds like about 4 or 5, something like that. It's been forever since I've seen it. Hey, Philips Norelco, Sensor Touch 3D, and pizza, and...
Yeah, I wasn't even familiar with any of the other ones except for the NES one where you drop like little blocks and they run into them.
Yeah, the movie games that are released, for when you have a video game that's released in relation to a movie, they never seem to be that good.
What if for you, Apple, what's like the best licensed game you've played that's like based on another franchise?
Well, I gotta tell you, I don't really play that many, but the one I played that I actually kind of liked, just because it went in a completely different direction than the actual movie, was the one that was done for Star Wars Episode 3. Because
Which system did you play that for?
PlayStation 2. You actually got to play the duel, and just like in the movie, Obi-Wan defeats Anakin, but you can also do it the other way, where Anakin defeats Obi-Wan.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the Emperor shows up with Anakin's new Sith lightsaber, and Anakin immediately runs the Emperor through with it. It says the galaxy belongs to him now.
Is that like a third-person type fighter, or?
Something like that, yeah. It's really more of a, you play as Jedi, and you're dueling with everybody else. Like, Anakin was actually dueling with Mace Windu. That's how Mace dies in the game.
I would have to say that the one of the better licensed games I've played would have to be either Speed Racer for Super Nintendo, even though that game really kind of sucks, I don't know why I mentioned that one, or I'd like the Toy Story 3 game for PSP. I thought that was pretty fun, as just a simple platformer.
Yeah, I don't really... I mean, because the E.T. game for the Atari 2600 was so horrible it made my head hurt. It was bad. It was beyond bad. Basically, the Atari 2600 games, I don't know why the system was as popular as it was, seeing the games that I've seen for it. The Atari 2600 had E.T., which is so awful. I can't even describe it to you. And it also had a port of Pac-Man, which was so awful.
Wait, the Atari had a Pac-Man game? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And you want to hear something really crazy about it? Not only was it bad because they wanted to get it out, because they rushed it to be out and released for the 1981 Christmas season, but not only was it bad, they actually made more cartridges than there were actual systems in existence.
How do you have a bad port of Pac-Man?
When the port looks nothing like Pac-Man.
The graphics are different?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, you'll see, as soon as you see a screenshot of it, you'll see what I'm talking about. And as far as E.T. goes, I'm at a loss to even explain what the hell you're doing. Something about getting pieces of a phone together to call home. But you keep falling into a pit. And the way you get out, I swear to God, is you press up on the joystick, and E.T. has this like extendo neck that grows like 3 or 4 times its normal length, and you just float out of the hole. And as soon as you walk again, you're right back in another pit. And then there's this guy, this alien-wanting sort of guy who comes after you, grabs hold of you, and then just moves you a couple screens and just drops you and walks away. I'm guessing he's supposed to pick up E.T. because E.T.'s an alien and all that garbage. That's fine, but rather than cut him into little pieces to see what color his organs are, he just grabs you and moves you away a couple screens and then just lets you go.
I'm thinking maybe the developer was on acid or something.
The developer was really pressed for time, like they did with Pac-Man. Yeah, they paid a huge amount of money just for the license for the game. They overproduced it. They didn't give the developer, they gave the developer like 6 weeks total from conception to release to get it made. So there was
that's going to be a pile of shit.
There was just no way it was just not going to suck. That's what happened with Pac-Man, that's what happened with E.T., and that's why Atari doesn't make video games anymore. Because it was because of E.T. and stuff like that we had the huge video game crash in the early 80s, and now Japan leads the world in video games instead of America. They do so much better stuff.
I would say that's probably changing nowadays. I think it seems like all of the biggest sellers nowadays are, based on NPD numbers, are mostly by American developers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was very shocked, by the way, not to get off topic, that Rad Racer was made by Square. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. What? That was crazy.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that E.T. was bad. Yeah, for those of you who haven't played it, believe me, it was bad. And the Pac-Man port was bad because it looked nothing like the arcade version, and every other port looked similar to that. Even the Intellivision had one that looked like the arcade port, so why couldn't the 2600 have one? I mean, the ghosts flickered. Is the music growing on the one? I can't hear it, so I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. We have to have the stream muted, and we can't hear the audio of the Skype call. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you don't get to hear it. That sucks. Well, it's not such great music anyway.
That's alright. Galuf can hear it. He can tell us. Yeah, that George Plimpton used to make commercials for the Intellivision. You know, declaring how superior it was to the Atari, music and graphics wise, and it was. But Mattel just didn't know how to run a video game company, so that's why they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I never had anything but a regular Nintendo and a Super Nintendo back.
Well, the Intellivision, Mattel, they had their own thing called Mattel Electronics, and they were going to release a keyboard adapter thing for the Intellivision to make it turn into a personal computer. But they never quite got it out, and the FCC was going to fine Mattel like every month until they got the damn thing out, because they had been promising it for so long and just hadn't delivered.
Were they selling it as like a home computer?
That's what they were trying to do. They wanted it to do more than just play video games. They wanted it to you'd be able to like balance your checkbook on it and things like that, because you know things like the Commodore 64 and the VIC-20, those were getting going around then. But you know, Mattel just didn't have any idea what it was doing, which is why it wasn't as successful as the Atari was. I mean, it was a better system to a point. Yeah, superior tech, but poor marketing. Right, exactly. They just didn't know what they were doing. The system was superior. It just, nah. They just could have done it so much better.
Yeah, I think the approach of trying to be all things for all people is a bad one in any kind of situation.
Yeah, and I like how Galuf is just bouncing all over the place. That is awesome. He's doing what I do with Zelda 2. Just doing the bounce over and over and over again. You don't walk, you just bounce. You guys have seen me do that in Apple Axe. I know you have. I've done Zelda a couple times. I don't walk, I just bounce back and forth. That kind of looks like Amiss. So why would you, if you know you're going to get locked in, why would you open the door and how does a padlock lock when you're on the other side of the door?
Don't question it. It's the Game Boy.
Oh man, it'll make my head explode. Galuf, I've got something I'd actually like to see you. I'd like to see you LP the Donkey Kong game that they made for the Game Boy.
Oh yeah, I've played that.
Which is kind of like a puzzle game. I'd like to see you play that. I'd like to see you LP that, because you could probably do it much better. Or you could do the Game Boy Advance one, the Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
That I haven't played.
That's actually pretty neat. So yeah, I'd like to see Galuf do some stuff. I was trying to get Sation to do the NES version of Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, but she never got around to it.
Did you do the Game Boy version?
Yes, sir. And I sucked royally at it. It's not one of my better LPs. It was my very first one. It's awful. It's horrible. Nobody should ever watch it ever again.
I liked it.
It was bad. I spent like 2 or 3 minutes in a video cursing my emulator because it wouldn't work right. I mean, how?
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was just awful. If I could do it better, if I could do it now, I'd do it so much better, just because I actually know what I'm doing now.
Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle Reloaded, perhaps?
Yeah, possibly. But I'd like to do the NES version. I wanted to get Sation to do that, but she never got around to it. I guess she decided she didn't want to do LPs anymore, or something like that. I don't know.
I like how the text is like, it's not anything that he would say in the movie at all.
The only time I think he ever said yes was when Harry burned his hand on the front door.
That's alright, McAllister. Remember that name.
And now the jersey number has changed to 3 because we're on stage 3 now.
Yep.
Brilliant.
And Galuf's almost out of lives too, so.
I've got continues.
That's cool. I mean, he's still doing better than I would be.
Yeah, it kind of sucks I couldn't figure out the technical aspect. I was looking forward to playing.
Oh crap.
So, who's this guy? Like, Dick Tracy? He just stole something and
I
just
have
took
no
off?
idea.
Yeah, he just got some of
I
your
just
stuff.
picked up a Game Boy.
Yeah. There's another Game Boy. And what is with all the freaking pizza? I mean, they ate it all, didn't they?
They're like in this game you collect pieces of a pizza, and when you get a full pizza you get a 1-up.
But it's just weird, you know, because they got like 10 pizzas and all that, but I thought they ate it all before they went. Because Kevin had to order another one when he was watching the movie.
It is definitely weird. And there's a TV hidden behind that painting.
Which was playing a horse. That is awesome. This game makes no sense and I love it. Oh, wow. Slightly Amish. What have you done?
I made a big mess.
Is that a slingshot you're using there?
Yep.
Because I thought that you were... oh, the BB gun. Yes, okay, okay. Been forever since I've seen that movie. They're going to start doing... TNT's going to start doing the Christmas Story marathon thing that they do every year. They start at 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve and run until 8 o'clock on Christmas Day.
I love that movie.
Yeah, they play it for 24 hours straight. They play it 12 times. So,
Oh, nice.
so if you guys want to watch that, I do believe they're doing it. Pretty sure they are. Don't quote me on it, though.
I think it's like a yearly thing, isn't it, on some channel?
Yeah. I used to surprise the living hell out of my mom because USA, before they made like 50 different re-releases of the movies, USA used to play the Star Wars movies, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, one after the other on Thanksgiving and on Christmas. And I would sit there from the beginning of Star Wars all the way through to the end of the Return of the Jedi, like 8 hours straight. My mom was like, "Are you still watching that?" Yeah.
Your mom didn't like Star Wars?
My mom just didn't understand how I was so fascinated by it. Well, for the same reason everybody else was fascinated by it when they first saw it. Nobody had ever seen anything like it, right?
Like lasers and stuff.
Yeah. And everybody had, saw the prequels and just hated the prequels. Why did everybody hate the prequels so much?
I think it mostly has to do, I think, with the script, because it's pretty awful. But if you go back and watch the first 3, it says it's not really that great there either.
I think it's more of a nostalgia thing than anything else.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
Granted, the prequels do have their awful moments. Jar Jar Binks, anyone? But, Episode 1 had Darth Maul.
And that's what I don't get either. It seems like when talking about the prequels, everybody hates the first one, when I think it's the best out of the prequel trilogy. I like the first one the best.
I thought the first one kind of drug.
It was slow, but it had the best lightsaber fight and the coolest villain of the 3 new ones.
Darth Maul, yeah. I hated Episode 2.
That was boring. I didn't like that one.
Hated it. Well, maybe hate's too strong a word, but I didn't really care for it at all. I thought it was just, Anakin, I just wanted to kill him. Episode 3, once Episode 3 got going, yes, that is wise, that knows what he's talking about, yes. The whole thing with Palpatine, everybody saw that coming a mile away. Everybody knew that Palpatine was the bad guy because he'd been called Emperor Palpatine for God knows how many years. Episode 1, I didn't really care much for the whole pod race thing, and they even cut that down from what it originally was to have it
Yeah,
be
that was
that
kind of
length.
stupid.
Yeah, that was weird. Episode 2 is just a hard slog to sit through. And Episode 3, right around the time that Anakin turned, about halfway through, then when they did the march in the Jedi Palace or Jedi Temple or whatever and slaughtered everybody in there, then it started getting good. But it was kind of hard to sit through up to that point. Jar Jar was annoying as hell. I'm just so glad that he wasn't in Episodes 2 and 3 anymore than what he actually was.
Yeah, I think that kind of nailed it on the head. It was like too many scenes about stuff that the scene could have been like 30 seconds and it was like 2 minutes long. It was just extended scenes of crap nobody cared about.
Yeah, I mean, Palpatine, obviously, you have to wonder how he, becomes the Emperor and all that stuff, and that's fine, but Episode 3 really, should have been the only one where they focused on, what he was doing and how it was being done and all that stuff, because that was really the only movie where it seemed to matter. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, making this up as I go, but...
No, I agree.
I think it's really more of an issue that, sometimes you just don't want to see how the prequels go, how everything plays out, even though you might think you do, Sometimes it's just, it's just too hard to explain how you got from point A to point B, and just focus on the story here and now in the middle to the end, and then stop worrying so much about how everybody got there.
That makes a good point.
Yes, he does.
Chat.
Yes, the Senate arguments, yes, oh my god. And Amidala's goofy clown makeup. She became a kabuki theater actor or whatever, which is weird. And George Lucas's penchant for naming every single character, no matter if they're referred to by name, no matter if they even have a line, he names every single character that gets any screen time. Every single one got a name. You know how many characters that is? I don't. Oh, by the way, just so you know, in the prequels, George Lucas and all 3 of his children all make cameos.
Right.
Particularly in Episode 3. I actually had to look for George Lucas because he isn't listed in the credits anywhere. It's where Anakin joins Palpatine in the opera as he's running up to the door. He passes a fat blue-skinned guy. That's George Lucas.
I like Peter Jackson's cameos in the Lord of the Rings movie. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings movies were kind of boring, too.
I liked them. I thought it was better than the book, especially the third one.
They were just really, really long.
They
weren't that long.
You gotta really devote a day to watching them.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to.
I sat through all 3 of them. My girlfriend at the time, said, "Here, watch these," and I did. And I thought, okay, well, it's not that good. This one isn't much better. This one isn't. Nah. I just didn't really. And Galuf's just trying to make the jump to the bookcase while he's listening to us talk about Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Hey, that's cool.
Well, since we're talking about sequels, we're doing the Mega Man series, right?
Yeah.
How many Mega Mans do you think there should have been? Main series. Let's just stick with the main series for now.
There should have been, or
Yeah.
I like Mega Man 9 and 10, and I liked 8, but I think 4 through 7 were awful. I didn't like them at all.
I'll vouch for 7. Oh yeah. Well, what I mean is, for me personally, Mega Man kind of peaked around the second one, and the third one was a little below the second one, but it really started going downhill from there really quick. Because honestly, how many different ways can you rehash and recycle the same story?
I agree. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I don't like when games do that, but it seems like some of my favorite games are games that do that, like Mega Man and Zelda,
Right. Well, Mega Man's 4, 5, and 6 literally almost verbatim follow the same story. Some guy who's not supposed to be Dr. Wily builds 8 robot masters in an attempt to take over the world and all that jazz.
Yep.
You defeat the 8 robot masters, you go through a 4-stage fortress, you find the guy who's not Dr. Wily, and turns out that after you beat him, oh, look, Dr. Wily was behind it all, and then you gotta go off and fight another 4-stage fortress and then deal with Dr. Wily again. That's 4, 5, and 6 in a nutshell.
I thought it was I don't know. Personally, I thought that was the stupidest in 6 too, because he's Dr. X and like, oh, I was
Mr.
behind
X.
Dr. Wily the whole time.
Yeah.
And then it's Dr. Wily, and you're like, wait, well, why did you keep posing as Mr. X?
Yeah.
Well, why did it even matter?
Yeah, exactly. Then you had Dr. Cossack, and then you had Proto Man, and then you had Mr. X. And when you get to Mega Man 7, you know, they go to all that trouble to put Dr. Wily in jail at the end of Mega Man 6, and then break him right back out at the beginning of Mega Man 7, just so they have an antagonist this time around.
I like what Mega Man almost did in the ending, though. Almost.
Almost shot him. I'm more than a robot, Dr. Wily.
I'm
Wait,
more
which
than a
one is he?
robot, bitch.
Which one does he do that in?
Mega Man 7 at the end.
7.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be showing that off. Yeah.
X would have shot him.
Yes,
You're
he
right.
would. X would have done it with a smile on his face. Yeah, there are like 100, 150 games out there in the Mega Man franchise. Isn't that insane? I mean, it's almost like Mario. I mean, there was a few years there. You know, there were, you know, you could put Mario's face on pretty much any game just to get it to sell. That's how we got Dr. Mario. They just put Mario's face on it just so it would sell. That's retarded.
I know what our next group series project should be. Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh lord, I think that's like Mega Man Overload.
Oh, those are awful.
Let's LP every Mega Man game ever made.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, ghosts. Ow.
New game, new game, new game, new game.
Yeah, I've got.
But I'm like,
I don't want to watch Macaulay Culkin anymore.
no.
Fine, if we have to.
God. Yeah, I got Mega Man 7 all ready to go, and I just, you know, started half-assing it towards the end. I was like, I don't even care anymore. This is bad. It just wasn't done very well.
Yeah, I hate 7. I hate that one the most of all.
Well,
Oh, ow.
I started complaining about it when, you know, because I had to cheat to finish the game because I sucked at it so bad. I was never going to finish the final boss unless I did. So basically I was thinking, oh, okay, well, since I have no chance of losing now, let's talk about Mega Man 7. Because I remember Jason and I used to talk about it, and he always said that he really liked it. So I played, and I was expecting it to be, you know, this great thing, and it just wasn't.
Are those ghosts that is asking?
Yeah.
The white things?
Yes.
Yeah, they're ghosts. I'm probably just gonna stop after this stage. I'm gonna die, and I have continues, but
Yeah, it's alright. We can play something else. We've only been going for 33 minutes and 42 seconds.
I imagine everyone wants me to play something else anyway at
That's
this point.
That's cool. Yeah, because Amiss and I just yapping about things right now. Yeah, Mega Man 7 just wasn't done very well. Just compared to the way that the first 6 played. You know, the gameplay aspects of it, how Mega Man handles, how he jumps, how he runs, this and that. And then compared to how it's done in Mega Man 7. World of difference.
So he got caught, and his fingers were bitten off. Bad end.
Do they hit him in the face with the iron?
Maybe.
Yeah, Miss, go oh no.
Do it.
The Miss is gone. Where did he go? I don't know where he went.
You vanished into the ether.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Back again.
Say oh no for us, Miss.
Oh no.
There you go. That was a request from Thed.
Yeah.
And now a new game. New game. Mega Man and Bass.
Mega Man. Oh yeah, yeah, awesome. Yeah. Anybody played the Mega Man for the PSP Powered Up? Mega Man Powered Up.
I've played it.
I haven't.
Is it any good?
I didn't like it.
I mean, I know it's got two new Robot Masters, Oil Man and Time Man, since we're talking
Yep.
Mega Man. And you can play all the Robot Masters as playable characters and what have you, play them through the game and all that.
I never got that far. I only played a couple stages, but I didn't like the graphics were stupid, but I actually didn't like the mechanics. Like the jumping is different and stuff.
Yeah, like my complaint with Mega Man 7. Yeah, it's... I mean, I tried to find everything in Mega Man 7 that I could to be as much of a completionist about it as I could, but, you know, it turned me off, the running. As a matter of fact, it seems to be very similar to what Galuf is doing right here. It just plays different. This is a Game Boy Advance, yeah? I might have to try this out.
This is also this is a port. The original Japanese version was on the Super Nintendo.
Ah.
And you can find I have that, and I have like an English patch for it.
Yeah. Yeah, save states were my best friend when I was doing Final Fantasy 7, Mega Man 7. I gotta tell you, that's just...
Mega Man and Bass can be hard too, particularly the final stages, as you would expect the final stages to be hard.
Well, there was such an incredible spike in difficulty from the Robot Master stages to the Dr. Wily stages of Mega Man X. But when Mega Man 7, but when you play Mega Man 8, the horrible voice acting from the Robot Masters just kills it too. I mean,
I didn't mind that so much. I thought like
I'm Grenade Man!
These enemies are stupid. Like I would imagine them sounding like retards, you know.
They kind of do.
There's like a comedic element to it.
Yeah.
That's true, the voices sometimes fit actually. It's just the terrible voice for Bass though, and Mega Man and Dr. Light.
I thought Dr. Light had the best voice in that game.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd. Well, there's Iceman, obviously, from the first one, but I don't think they did another ice-themed one until they did Blizzard Man in Mega Man 6, I think.
Let's see. There's
They had Freeze Man in Mega Man 7.
Robot Masters. Yeah.
They had Freeze Man in Mega Man 7, because I just
We
did
should
that
play
one.
E.T. That'd be, since we were talking about it.
Grizzly, you don't want us to see anyone play E.T., and you certainly don't want to do it yourself. It's awful. Yeah, I think there was one in, I forget what the one in, I believe there's one in Mega Man 8, too, that's ice themed, so it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Frostman, I think so.
Frostman.
Frostman,
Yep.
that's his name, yeah. There's Freeze Man from Mega Man 7, Blizzard Man from Mega Man 6, and of course Iceman in the first Mega Man.
And the stage I'm on in this game, Cold Man?
Yes. And I was actually looking at the Mega Man wiki today, because we haven't gone completely into Mega Man Overload yet. And they were actually saying that Iceman, aside from Iceman, Cold Man is the only Mega Man Robot Master whose weapon is actually the weakness of a fire-based Robot Master.
Ah.
Like
yeah,
it.
his weapon works good on Burn Man.
Yes, as
The
Ice.
graphics in this game look very similar to Mega Man 8.
Yeah, they were kind of going for that, except more Super Nintendo-like.
I see.
Yes, Mega Man 8 was okay.
This came out after Mega Man 8, but they released it for the Super Nintendo for the sake of nostalgia, I think.
Right. Well, Mega Man 8
And
was
that's why
better.
it got ported. That's why it got ported to the Game Boy Advance, because they figured in America it would be less likely to sell if they put it on the Super Nintendo so many years later.
Right. Mega Man 8 had to have been better than Mega Man 7.
I didn't really mind Mega Man 8. I liked it a lot, actually. I hate 7, though.
It had to have been better than 7. Had to have been. I mean, when you're talking about like the NES 6, I'd say again that, you know, it peaked right around 2 and 3 maybe, and then went downhill from there really fast. So I'd be hard pressed to think of one that was actually, you know, halfway decent after 3. Any of them really. Cold Man is supposed to look like an ice box, if I remember correctly.
And he only has 2 attacks. He's not too tough.
Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to leave very shortly, like in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, because he's going out to eat.
Yeah, and they want to open presents now, and it's like we're supposed to do it tomorrow, and it was just going to get ruined somehow, I know it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why everybody, you know, puts so much stock into Christmas and all that. God.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe we'll still be going when you come back.
You might
Probably.
be.
That's possible.
Might be. Awesome. Galuf won.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head off now just so I can get this over with. But I will check to see if you guys are still going when I come back.
Okay.
So when are you coming back then, huh?
I would imagine I will be back no later than 8:30.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll still be going.
Should be.
Okay. All right, I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Do, 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 do. Of course, you know, he ended the call. Alright.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Amiss was hosting that last call and he hung up, so he ended the call. So that was kind of... Thanks, Amiss. That's alright, though.
That was the only ice stage in that game, so we're moving on to another one.
That's cool, man. And we'll close that. We'll close that. And that one will stay open, just because. So what do we got here?
Mega Man 02.
Oh, yes.
The after Mega Man X games.
Yes. Yes, Loda. Yeah, I'd like to see you do Mega Man Legends 2 Galuf. That'd be interesting.
I might like to do that. I do have it.
Particularly because you start in that one snow thing. The Forbidden Island is snow-based, in case you wanted to do things that way.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I have any... I don't have save files for up to there, though.
That's right at the beginning, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the snow area in Mega Man Legends 2 is near the beginning, and then it's pretty much the beginning. There's some scenes and stuff, but I don't know. I could maybe work that in here.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, you could cut all that scene stuff out, because they're not talking about anything important.
Yeah.
The Stick'em doesn't fit my screen. Well, like I said, I'm just putting this all up. I'm just, you know, recording the whole thing. And I don't know where it's going. Probably go to Viddler, because I still don't know what the... Does anybody know what the new time limit is on YouTube anymore? If it's
unlimited.
It is unlimited?
Yep.
Wow. Then it might go up to YouTube. We'll see.
There are 4 cooling systems. Destroy them. Blah 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 blah.
Unlimited if you qualify. Awesome. I wasn't sure. I'd heard it was like an hour or something. But then I heard it was unlimited, so I didn't know.
I just realized I'd have to get the PlayStation set up. I don't think I have it set up right now.
That's alright. It's no big deal.
Wouldn't be too big a deal, though. We'll see.
Yeah, no hurry. You got plenty of games, I'm sure, to play regardless, so it's alright.
Yeah.
Mega Man 0.
I've got 3 and 4 have ice levels too.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, because I've had some people ask me about it because I've been making considerably longer videos than I normally do for the Final Fantasy LP. And everybody was asking me, yeah, this one's longer than 30 minutes. What is the time limit now? So I honestly don't know. I heard some different things.
Yeah, as far as I know, there isn't one.
Alright, well, however long this goes then.
Ow.
Yeah, doing so hot, gal.
No, I'm not. Mega Man 0 is not easy, especially if you're out of practice.
Yeah. You still would be doing better than I would be. I'd be saying, well, okay, where are some cheats right now? I give up too easily.
Not necessarily. Whatever keeps it fun.
Yeah, that's the reason why I do it. Save states, whatever. Well, I've seen worse, Frizz. I mean, there have been lots of hacks out there where they just, throw enemies at you so many more than what there normally would be, just for the sake of making it harder, in quotes. Hey, Tragar, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Tragar.
Yeah, Galuf can't exactly watch the chat right now, so I'm going to be doing that while he's playing.
Yeah, you didn't get to see, Apple, how horrible I did at everything. Remember how well I played Mega Man X for the LP?
Oh, yes.
I streamed Mega Man X last night, and I almost died against Kill Penguin.
Don't feel bad, I probably would have done the same. I've seen Amiss's LP of that, too. He actually did very well. I don't think I could do it. I mean, to this day, I've never been able to defeat Sigma in Mega Man X. I don't know how I'm going to be doing on Mega Man X5, but I'll try it. Just to see.
May need to resort some cheats for Sigma at least, but we'll see.
Alright, cool. We'll figure it out. I'm not really worried about it at the moment. We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could not be any closer to dead without being dead.
Yeah, you were that last time too. That was awesome. Yeah, I've heard some really bad things about these games, like they're, insanely tough.
Yeah, they are pretty tough.
Yeah, awesome.
And then there's hard mode to make it even harder.
Yeah, when you hear about that, it's like, what? Tragar's busy.
Like a sub-boss.
Yeah, Tragar's busy refreshing the page because he's trying to make it work for him.
Ow.
Demon Souls? You heard of that, Galuf? Played that? Demon Souls?
I've heard Frieza talking about it in the chat. I have never seen it though.
Okay. Well, like I said, since you're not watching, I gotta convey that message to you and make sure you get the answer too. I haven't heard of it either, Frieza.
I meant I've seen him talking about it in the CLG the website chat.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. Doesn't sound like something I'd like. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, this is all Galuf. I'm not set up to stream, so he's doing it all himself, and he's enjoying himself. So I'm kind of manning the chat for him in the process. Amiss is not here, even though it says he's on the chat. He's not. He's off opening presents and going out to eat and all that stuff. So, yeah, it'll just be the two of us for a while.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm kind of a motor mouth this evening, so, Galuf doesn't have to say anything. I'll just keep yakking myself.
Which is perfect, because I'm being quiet, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm cool. Hey, Tragar. Yes, I'm being quite the motor mouth tonight. I don't know why. I'm just yakking about stuff nobody cares about, but that's what I always do. It's just the silence, trying to fill the silence. I do that in my commentary for my videos a lot. I don't know what it is about Thera's streams, but she does get a lot of weirdos. I guess it's because nobody knows that we were streaming.
Probably.
That probably had something to do with it. Yeah. I mean, the only weirdo here right now is me.
Not the bad kind of.
Oh yeah, the creepy kind of weirdo. You know. I'm not a creepy kind of weirdo, at least so I'm told, but I don't know. Is that energy or is that weapon energy up there?
It's regular energy.
What you're trying to get and you can't get.
Yeah.
You're still doing better than I would be. I don't know why that is. If she's not getting as many viewers as she used to, I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's because
me neither.
I don't think it's because we're not around to chat with her or anything. I hope that's not the reason. You show up, Trigger shows, and Station shows. Well, Station's always going to be there for Thera. That's nothing. That's all right.
Yeah.
So, and Tragar, well, yeah, Tragar. Everybody loves Tragar. Tragar loves everybody too. So I don't know. To be honest, I don't really pay much attention to streams anymore because they kind of bore me, honestly. Even though I'm supposed to be there to lend support to people. So as long as I can yak about everything and not have to worry about really what's on the screen, I'm good. Because you don't have a long attention span. I have the attention span of a goldfish. This is why I have to talk about everything. And you're still doing better than I would be, Galuf. Oh my god, I would have been dead so long ago. I would have died about 4 times by now.
I'm surprised I'm not.
You beat the thing.
Which is good because there was no checkpoint.
What is Cyber Elf Half Mardo? What is that?
The Half Mardo is the name. The Cyber Elf is a mechanic of this game. You can use them as power-ups in this game. Like, notice how little health I have. I think one of the life-based Cyber Elves is what gives you more maximum life.
I see. You were trying so hard to not die.
Yeah. Using Cyber Elves, though, will take down your rank in the mission you use them in.
Yes, which is why you don't want to use them. Well, there's always lurkers, Frizza. That's to be said. So we have 3 of them right now. There's always going to be lurkers. People can't be bothered to sign in because you don't have to really worry about it. They're not going to talk to you, I guess. So there's no point in signing in, I suppose. They can see the video, they can hear the audio, they just can't chat. One of the things I never liked about the original Mega Man is you touch spikes, you die, regardless. You don't get that invulnerability thing when you're flickering after you just got a hit.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. I just ran through Mega Man today. Just see. And I still suck at it royally. It's awful.
What up? Hey.
Frizza, if you're talking to the lurkers, they can't see the chat, so I don't think they can make out what you're saying to them. I'll pass along the message. Frizza's saying, "Hey knuckleheads, yeah, I'm talking to you. You are welcome, lurkers." Wow. Where's Nimpack when you need him? Yeah, Nimpack unsubbed me.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't like me anymore. Making an account sounds like work. Yeah, I'd have to say so. All you need is an email address and a password. But hey. Yeah. These crazy kids and their internets. Of course, they log in, they actually have to put some effort into actually being here. And, it would just be too much time, too much energy. Well, that's okay. When I upload this to YouTube, I guess is where it's going to go. They'll be able to see what we're talking about. They'll be able to see what we're saying. Ooh. That is the biggest polar bear that ever I seen.
And he's got freezers on his hands, I guess.
Warning, bus, and oh man, it was just wow. Does Zero have a ponytail? Sub to me, hey sub to me, Chugga said so, and crap like that. And you are talking about what, Trigar? Oh, okay. Nobody's heard anything branded on the site yet.
No.
That's because I gagged him.
I know. I've noticed.
He gagged him a lot, you know, because he was bugging the living hell out of everybody, and yeah, Amiss just shut him up. So the only person who sees his shouts in the shout box are basically him. That's it. Nobody else sees them. So nobody else even knows that he's there. You know, he said, Apple, should I do this to the guy? And I said, nah, I'd hate to do that, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I said, you just no, you know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, okay, bye, or something like that, and he misses like half the vowel in his words, and, you know, he's just weird, a weird dude. Yeah, so I should put the gag on him, and wow. Yeah, thankfully there aren't very many people around the forums that are just strange like that. I don't know, I think LP Brandon's really the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Now see there, you're doing so much better now, Galuf. Look at that, you beat the thing, and you cut it in half, and yeah. LP Brandon wanted to know what my YouTube channel was so he could subscribe to me.
Yeah, me too.
I subscribed to him.
him.
Yeah, I subscribed to him. I didn't tell him what mine was anyway, you know. Anybody who wants to actually know what my channel is, all you have to do is just search for me. But he'd probably just search for Apple, things like that. Because you search for Apple hacks, they'll talk about like hacks for the iPod and things like that. You won't see anything about the series or anything like that, because people care more about Apple, the company, and, you know, their iPod and their iTunes and things like that than they do about my horrible little series. Yeah, so yeah, he's a strange guy. Nothing against him personally. He's just. Are you playing? The screensaver on my computer doesn't keep popping up, so I have to keep moving the mouse.
Okay.
Probably the strangest subscriber thing that I've ever seen happen is back when I was doing the LP at Battletoads, because I watched Newfie Banga. I watched him do his LP of it, and he just, you know, save stated out the ass, because I didn't know what I was talking about, and so I like openly mocked him when I was doing a video. I said, "This is Newfie Banga. I'm gonna play some more Battletoads," and I found out that he had subscribed to me. So he probably saw that video. But he still subscribed to me, so maybe he just didn't watch it or didn't care. Just turn what off? Somebody's just turn it off. Just turn what off? I am not comprehending my screensaver. I could do that, but then I'd have to bring it up in front of the window that I'm recording, because I'm recording the stream, which is really just my voice as Galuf.